But we start on this Saturday night with a live look at radar. Storms and heavy rain hitting some of you right now, popping up after the heat of the day. And it was a hot and humid one today. So let's start with Rob here in the Weather Center, tracking all of it. What can we expect the next few hours?
Well, the locations that are seeing some scattered showers and storms will probably see more scattered showers and storms. Those that aren't, you have a chance, but I think the chance is certainly going to be along this boundary that's set up, and you can see a line of showers and storms there. Unfortunately, many of these locations are receiving heavy rain, and they may get even more. So we could get into a situation where a little bit of flooding is a bit of a concern because of all of this heavy rain. This does include the northern metro, by the way, just diving in a little bit closer. Good bit of lightning with this as well. I know it's Saturday. Lots of people are outdoors. Did want to put the lightning on just so that you can see, especially in Boone County right now. Good bit of lightning that's coming through. I do expect most of this to continue sinking a little bit to the south and likely impacting the metro. There are a few storms, this one located just to the south and east of Pendleton, let's say. For as far as the metro is concerned, we're going to keep our eye on some of those storms that are up closer to, say, on the west side of Lebanon, but we will watch those because they are likely to continue drifting to the south. If you have plans, Whitestown, Zionsville, Carmel, Fishers, just know that you have a good chance to see some of those scattered thunderstorms. If there's any bit of good news, there's a couple of things, actually. One, you're getting some rain. We haven't seen rain for a while. It's nice to see rain back in the forecast. It's also helping to cool the temperatures down because those that have not received rain are still in the mid to upper 80s. It is humid, and it is likely going to stay that way until you get some of those scattered showers to help cool you down. So in the meantime, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in place. It includes Marion County and all points to the north. From there, we expect that line will continue sinking to the south. But if your plans include the outdoors over the next several hours, just know that scattered thunderstorms will be in the forecast through this evening. Things may quiet down a bit overnight, but I've got more storms in the forecast for tomorrow coming up.
All right, see you in a few minutes, Rob. Thank you. Happening right now on Indy's west side. Detectives are on the scene of a deadly shooting near 10th and Lyndhurst Drive. Happened just after 4 o'clock this afternoon. Our Alex Almanza is there live tonight. So, Alex, you said you just talked with IMPD. What did you learn?
Well, we do know that one woman is dead after she was taken to the hospital following a shooting here at the Carriage House West Apartments. IMPD says they got here around 4:30 this afternoon, and you can see dozens of squad cars have already lined the streets here. They do tell us that this is going to be sectioned off for quite some time. But again, they say they don't have any suspects at the moment, but they do have multiple people in custody. We don't know the exact ages of the people in custody nor the person that was killed. Now, again, investigators are actually taking a look at this Kia right here in front of us. We don't know what exactly was the role that it had in this shooting. But again, police got here around just before 4:30 this afternoon. And when they got here, they found a woman with gunshot wounds. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. Now, IMPD says this is an unfortunate incident for the West Side. It's a really sunny day out. Kids are playing. And so they're really condemning this sort of violence here on the West Side. But we're going to continue to learn more as police continue to investigate. Crime Labs actually just got here on the scene, but it's going to take some time before they complete that investigation, Jenny.
Yeah, clearly an active scene. We'll let you get back to taking a look and listen there. Thank you, Alex Almanza, live for us tonight. Also tonight, a 16-year-old boy is in juvenile detention in Johnson County, accused in a shooting at a church festival in Greenwood. This happened last night at Our Lady of the Greenwood Catholic Church. Marina Silva talked with a witness who heard those gunshots.
A night meant for faith, family, and fun interrupted by gunfire after police say an argument between teenagers turned violent, sending one teenager to the hospital and another now in the juvenile detention center. This was the scene at Our Lady of Greenwood Catholic Church on Friday night. Police blocking off roads and controlling a scene at a popular summer festival in town. Josh Bedouin was heading to the festival right when the shooting happened.
And all of a sudden I hear I think 5 gunshots and everyone starts screaming.
He says he saw the victim.
And I see a guy, it was a young teenager. He was standing on the ground with blood on his legs. I think he was the one that got shot.
According to police, it started as an argument between teenagers when a 16-year-old pulled out a gun and started firing shots towards the ground. Another teen boy was shot in the foot and taken to the hospital. Police tell us the 16-year-old suspect got into a car and tried to leave, allegedly saying, "Get me out of here." It was off-duty officers who saw the shooting and stopped the suspect until more police arrived. For Bedouin, Hearing that it was only a teen, only 3 years younger than him, is upsetting.
It was like kind of like a reality check.
A night meant for faith and community, quickly turning scary for many families. That 16-year-old boy now facing multiple potential charges. For now, he's staying in the juvenile detention center. Reporting in Greenwood, Marina Silva, 13 News.
Our Lady of the Greenwood Church posted on Facebook the festival is open today. They're also planning to pray the rosary at 10 o'clock tonight when the festival closes. They did not have any comment on the shooting, but asked everyone to pray for the people involved. 2 people are dead tonight, including a teenager, after a house fire in Bringhurst. That's in Carroll County, 20 miles west of Kokomo. The fire broke out just after 4 o'clock this morning. 44-year-old David Majors and 15-year-old Alexander Majors were killed in the fire. 2 other people inside the house were rushed to a nearby hospital. They're said to be stable. The cause of this fire still under investigation tonight. Now to Newcastle, where police there are working a death investigation. First responders found a man's body this afternoon inside a home on R Avenue near 13th and Cherrywood. The coroner says the victim is 67-year-old Joseph Swigert of Newcastle. The coroner also says there was no obvious foul play. Police found multiple animals in the home as well, some of which may have died. Others are now being cared for by animal control. Happening now in Indiana politics. Less than a half an hour ago, we learned Bo Bai won the Democratic nomination for Secretary of State. The 2026 State Democratic Convention is happening right now at the Indiana Marriott downtown. Just over 2,269 delegates voted. The vote tally was 61% for Bai, 39% for Blythe Potter. But Bo Bai will now advance to November's general election. Tonight, in an exclusive interview, we are going one-on-one with Governor Braun about the Bears' likely move here to Indiana. The team's board of directors voted to advance the new stadium project in Hammond. Today, our State House reporter Emily Longnecker talked with the governor about what bringing the Bears to Indiana means to him and to Hoosiers.
What would you say to Hoosiers who are excited about this announcement, about the possibility of the Bears coming here, but they want to know exactly what's in it for them?
Well, what should be in it for them is ask how many people that live in Indianapolis if they'd rather not have the Colts here. That's a rhetorical question. We know the answer. Having 2 iconic franchises in this state, especially this one, in the area that probably needs the most help for what I talked about earlier, you know, what Gary, Hammond, that whole area has gone through, I don't think we can have a more wonderful thing that has happened to take that one spot in our state, which is, it's got the 2nd largest concentration of population. It is a place that is, it's a win-win. I think we're just lucky that we're where we're at.
I know you've said you've been talking with the team twice a week up until now. When will you be talking with the team again, and what is that conversation about?
We'll be talking to them twice again this coming week, and it's about the shrinking list of things that we need to get done to actually get the shovel in the ground.
So if you're a betting man, do the Chicago Bears end up in Hammond, Indiana?
So I think when I started, I called it 50-50. And maybe 3 weeks ago, I said 65-35. And the odds are with us now. And unless something would come out of the blue, which like I told you earlier, we will deal with, most of the heavy lifting, I think, is behind us.
The Bears are heavily eyeing a 340-acre piece of land near Wolf Lake in Hammond. However, the exact site boundaries within Northwest Indiana are still being finalized. A former Indiana congressman convicted in an insider trading scheme just got pardoned by President Trump. Republican Steve Buier served nearly 2 years in prison for making illegal stock trades working as a lobbyist after leaving office. He was released from prison last year. President Trump issued the pardon, citing Buier's, quote, distinguished career in the Army and in the House. Buier said the pardon, quote, corrects a politically motivated prosecution. Downtown Indianapolis is transformed this weekend. If you see people walking around in crazy costumes, well, there is a good reason. Indiana ComicCon is underway at the Convention Center. It is the place to be for fans of comic books, sci-fi, and more. Hundreds of square feet at the convention center, lots of exhibitors and fans all in on their characters.
I've been playing Halo all my life, and one of the things I really wanted to do was just be a Spartan. And so the fact that I can just 3D print, make out of foam, and just be a Spartan, it's great. If you don't count 3D printing time, about a week.
Okay, but I know 3D printers take a very long time.
A very long time. So each part took about a day, so a month maybe at most.
One of the best entertainment of all that we have here is the other attendees. You know, people coming in cosplay. You know, the attendees become such a big part of the entertainment.
Oh, they sure do. Actor Nicolas Cage, by the way, is expected to make an appearance at this year's Comic-Con, as well as Paul Wesley, Ian Somerhalder, and Kellen Lutz. Comic-Con wraps up tomorrow.